Hi everyone, it's Dawn. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be sharing the Lancôme 2022 holiday box with you. I did receive my holiday box from Lancôme that I love to get every year when they release it. I have skipped the past year or two during COVID. I just wasn't feeling it, and I kind of lost my excitement about makeup a little bit during that time, so I just wasn't purchasing as much. But that's very unlike me because I look forward to this box every year, and I'm really excited about it this year. So I'm excited that I got my excitement back, and I'm excited that the box is pretty good. So there's a little bit of a spoiler for you. Now, if you are interested in Lancôme makeup or skincare, then you're gonna wanna listen to this video because you get so much bang for your buck in the holiday box. So let me just tell you a little bit about this box. So this year's holiday box is an 11-piece beauty box featuring 8 full-size favorites for $75 with any Lancôme purchase of $42. And altogether, it's a $552 value. So I'm looking at Macy's website, and this is pretty universal across the board for department stores where you would purchase your Lancôme box. And this is what it looks like this year. So there is one palette, and it's a large palette, and it has blushes, bronzers, highlighters, and eyeshadows in it. It also has a lot of really great skincare in it this year. And for me, that's what makes this box worth the value, or a good value. And then you also have some other really great Lancôme full-size products. Okay, so I did open my box when I got it because I wanted to get a good look at everything that was in it, and I wanted to share it with you. So here it is. It's the same photo I just shared with you. And if I were you, I would not purchase this box from a department store, even though I just read all that information to you. What I would recommend is purchasing it from the Lancôme website because Lancôme has reduced the price of the box. And the way it's done on the Lancôme website is that you only have to purchase any old product. It doesn't have to be $42, which sometimes can be tricky when you shop at a department store because a lot of times Lancôme is on sale. So you'll think, okay, I'll get a lipstick or I'll get a foundation and that will be enough to get the box. But no, the foundation will be on sale. So it will be just under the amount that you need to spend. And then you have to spend by the foundation, and then you have to add like another small product, like a brow product or a lipstick or something like that. And then you've gone over the $45. So you end up spending more than you really intended to because you wanted to get the box for $75. But Lancôme just reduced the price. It was $103 on the Lancôme website after you purchase any product. You didn't have to spend $42. You could just buy any product, and then you were eligible to purchase the box for $103. So there was a little bit of savings there, not much. But Lancôme just reduced the price on the box to $93 something. I will link it, and I hope that that will be a permanent reduction. I think it will be because my thought process is that they don't want these hanging around after the holidays. Typically, they never go on sale even after the holidays. So I was really surprised to see that Lancôme marked it down. I think we're all spending a little bit differently nowadays, and we have so many choices that they're trying to entice us. And it's a really good value. I wish that when I purchased mine several weeks ago, that I would have purchased it from the Lancôme website. When I purchased my box, there wasn't a sale going on, and I did end up spending the $45, and then I was able to purchase the box for $75. So that's what I did. And I did share with you the product that I purchased to purchase the box, and I'm just gonna show you briefly. I purchased the Hydrating moisturizer, and a lot of you really like this product. When I shared it in a recent video, several of you came in the comments and told me that this was one of your favorite products because I hadn't tried it yet. I'm enjoying this. It's not irritating my skin, and it is hydrating my skin pretty well. So I am going to go through the items that are in the box so that you can see what it includes and decide for yourself if you think it's a good value. And if you think so, then you can go ahead and purchase one. And one thing I want to mention is that if you are thinking of Christmas shopping and you're looking at this box, and you might not necessarily purchase this whole expensive box for someone, Something you could do is break the box up and give different products to different people. So it could be several gifts, because 90% of the products are full-size products. And I think anybody would enjoy receiving a Lancôme treat in their Christmas stocking or as a gift. So I'm gonna share with you what's in the box. So let's just jump in and get started. So this is what comes inside that box, this beautiful gold lame case. And I do love these cases. I have so many of these cases from different beauty boxes I've purchased over the years. And I use them in my closet for storage. So I can store old cosmetics in them, or photos, or just anything you need to store, because it is a pretty large capacity box with a nice zipper, and it always is. Sometimes it's a round shape, sometimes it's a square, but this is this year's box, and it's definitely nice. It's got a handle on it. It feels very sturdy, and the zipper is very smooth, and everything is gold. The zipper's gold and all that. And when you open it up, this is what it looked like, but all the products were in it. And this year, this is like a sturdy cardboard. It's usually plastic, and I didn't like it. It was really stiff and hard to get some of the products out. But they switched to cardboard, and I think that's great because it's recyclable. So you just take this out once you retrieve all the products from the little surround here. You can recycle that, and then you're left with the box, and it does hold quite a bit of products or items, so you can use it for whatever you'd like to use it for. So the first thing that I found in my beauty box is this little trial size of La Vie Espelle, and this is mine and many of your favorite fragrance. So you get a nice little travel size of it. This is 4 mLs, and it's pretty well packaged. It's packaged exactly like the large size. I have the large size here. I love this fragrance, and it even has the little ribbon detail here. The bottle is shaped exactly the same. It's a glass bottle. It says Lancôme on it, and it's got the same kind of stopper. This does have a spray atomizer, and this does not. But for little bottles of fragrance like this, I like that you can just kind of turn it over, pull out the stopper, and use it to apply the product. So it's really nice, and yeah, I'll definitely use this because this is one of my all-time favorite perfumes. So the first 2 skincare products are Genifique, and this is my HG serum that I use during the daytime, and I've been using it, gosh, for over 15 years on and off, maybe even longer than that. And I love this serum, and I don't believe it has a fragrance. Whenever I try to detect one, I can't. And I even asked my friend JD if she noticed a fragrance, and she said she doesn't. Because, you know, sometimes you just think, am I just used to it and I'm not noticing it anymore, but that's not the case. I don't have there's not a fragrance in this, and it just always makes my skin look great. I use this as my daytime serum and my daytime eye cream. I haven't opened either of these yet because I'm still using the serum and eye cream that I purchased around Mother's Day. This is 1 fluid ounce, and it retails for $78, and this will last you at least 6 months to 8 months if you use it just once a day, which is what I do. And then I have this 0.5 ounce eye cream, and this will last even longer than this because this is a rich product. This is a serum with a dropper, and it is a self-loading dropper. So it does have like a little button on the top that you would press to release the product, but every time you pull it out of the bottle, it will already, the amount you need will already be titrated into the little dropper of the eye cream. I don't react to it. I feel like it really helps my skin and makes my skin look great. Whenever I go away from this serum and try something else, I always start to miss this and end up going back. Eye cream retails for $69. So just these 2 products alone make the box totally worth the $75 because it would cost you way more than that, like $70 more to purchase both of these products from the counter. The next product is a facial toner, and you know that I love a good facial toner or essence, and I've never tried this one, but I've always wanted to. And this is the size that you get in the box. It's like a deluxe travel size, but I know for a fact if I used this once a day, every day, this would last me about 2.5 months, you know, just dabbing a little on a cotton ball. And the next size up is 6.7 fluid ounces and it retails for $35. But what I like is that this is enough product to try for a good month or more and decide if you like it enough to then purchase it for $35. So it's a good way to try it. And I have tried this, and what I did is I took a shower, washed all my makeup off, and got out of the shower and put some of this on a cotton ball and went around my face, and my face felt very, very hydrated with this alone. So it is a very hydrating toner and I really like it. If it has a fragrance, it's very, very light. I would assume it has a fragrance because it is Lancôme, but you never know. And I can't really smell it right now. Add some of this to my wrist, so I'm smelling that right now. But yeah, go ahead and check it out next time you're at the Lancôme counter or at Ulta or Sephora and see for yourself, you know, put a little on your hand and you can smell it and see. But I'm really enjoying this, and when I'm finished with it, I'll let you know if I'm going to purchase the full size. I'm really excited about the next product because I have used this in the past and it is expensive, so I haven't continued with it. But Lancôme often gives these little sizes away with free gifts, with purchase and things like that. So I have a stockpile of these, and it is a cream that I'm going to be implementing back into my skincare routine when I need to. Right now, the air isn't quite dry enough and my skin isn't quite dry enough because it's a very emollient cream. And this is the Re-Energy Lift Multi-Action Face Cream SPF 30, and this is a full size right here. But it is a lifting and firming product, and it's also a dark spot reducing product. A 1 fluid ounce container of this retails for $65, and this is the 0.5 fluid ounce, and it retails for like a little over $30. So again, it's just the value of the box just keeps going up, and this is what it looks like. It's a rich emollient cream. It does have an SPF in it of 30. And when I use this cream during the day, I just apply it all over my face, but I don't rely on this alone for my sun protection just because, you know, I don't think you use enough of it to really give you that protection. So I just wanted to add that caveat. You might want to add more sun protection. This is a beautiful product, and I do notice that my skin just feels like tighter and firmer when I use it. I have used this consistently for a period of time, and then when I ran out, I was like, dang it, because it's expensive. So now I think if I do continue to like this after I use this one up, I'll let you know if I decide to repurchase it, probably around Mother's Day too, with the Genevieve. The next full-size product is something that is my only one I use, and it is the Lancôme makeup remover, the Bifacil makeup remover. I have enough of these to build a small addition onto my house because they come with everything. All my beauty boxes, all my free gifts with purchase, and I never use very much because a lot of the time, most of my makeup comes off in the shower at night. But if I have some stubborn waterproof makeup on, if you take this on some cotton and apply it to your eye makeup, that's stubborn waterproof makeup, and just wipe, it will remove every last bit. And sometimes I use stickier foundations like Estee Lauder Double Wear, for example. And even when I wash my face in the shower, sometimes I'll have a little bit left behind. If I use a little of this, it doesn't clog up my pores or anything like that. You can see there's like a separation in there. So you always have to kind of give it a good shake, mix it up, and then use it. But there have been times I've forgotten to shake it and it still works great. So I think it's got one oily component in it and one that's water, and it just doesn't like always blend. But anyway, it works nevertheless. And I love this product. It's the only makeup remover I use outside of my Neutrogena wipes that I keep here on my vanity for when I'm putting on makeup and things like that. Beautiful, wonderful product. The next product is a full-size La Absolue lipstick in the shade French Tea. And I was really surprised this year that it's packaged in the same packaging that it would come in if you were to purchase it straight from the Lancôme counter. And it has a button up here, and when you press it, this little component comes out down here, and this is the lipstick. And it's this beautiful, I don't even know how to describe the shade, kind of like a rosy shade, a little bit with some like coral tones in it. It's really pretty. And I do have several lipsticks like this from Lancôme, and I have 4 in circulation right now. So I'm going to be giving this away to one of you. So that's why I'm not going to swatch it. It is called French Tea, and I believe the number is 274 if you want to look it up and see if you're interested in this color. It's got the beautiful rose embossing at the top, and like I said, it's the beautiful packaging that it would come in if you were to purchase it for $32 from the Lancôme counter. And so it's every bit as good. And the reason I keep saying that is because whenever I've purchased Lancôme and received a lipstick and a free gift, it always came in this packaging like this. It's like it's the exact same product, but it's just less expensive packaging for mass production. So yeah, I was like always expecting this, and then this year they went ahead and popped this one out on us. And I really love these lipsticks so much. And this is a little bit off topic, but if you're looking for something to purchase, I have a lipstick that every time I purchase it and share it on my channel, it seems to disappear from the Lancôme website, and then I believe it's been discontinued, but they only release it at certain times of the year. And over the past 4 years, Lancôme re-releases it every year for a period of time. And I did notice that it is available on the Lancôme website right now, and it is a matte finish, La Absolute Rouge Matte, and the shade is called Worn Off Nude, and it comes in this packaging. So it's in sort of like this rose gold packaging, the top that you press and the component comes out. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful matte, and it's so pretty. I just love this product, and I did purchase it twice already. The first time I got it and shared it on my channel, then nobody else could get it. And then I did notice they had it again a couple years later, so I picked up another one, and then it was gone again. So I was really excited to see that it is on the website right now. So if you want to get Worn Off Nude for your collection, I would recommend Striking While the Iron is Hot. It's a really beautiful shade, and it's a very comfortable matte, and it doesn't dry out your lips. Another really great full-size product included in the holiday box is a tube of the Idol, the newest mascara. Actually, I think there might be one that's newer than this one, but everybody loves this mascara. Everybody and their brother who has a YouTube channel reviews this, and we all love it. It is a beautiful mascara. I'm wearing it today, and it just lifts, separates, and fans out my lashes. It does add length and volume. I do prefer Monsieur Big as my favorite Lancôme mascara because that one is more voluminous than this one, but I really love this one too, just for every day. And like I said, I'm wearing it right now, and it does a great job of lifting, separating, fanning, and fluffing out my lashes without ever getting clumpy or anything like that. I'd highly recommend this, and you do get the full-size tube in the box. And if you were to go to the Lancôme counter to purchase this, it would be $27 for just this one full-size tube. So it is a great value getting it in the holiday box, the full size, and it's not free, but it comes down to a lot less than $27. And then you do get a full-size tube of lip gloss, and I'm really excited about this year. This is called Atelier Parisian is the shade, and it's just this really pretty peachy shade, and it's got the beautiful emblem on the top, just like it would be packaged if you were to purchase it individually at the counter, and it retails for $27, and it has a doe foot applicator, and I'll show you what this looks like. It does have some pigment to it. I like to use it to top whatever lipstick I have on, since I opened my box and got this out, and I really like it. The reason I'm excited is that in the past, Lancôme has always included juicy tubes. My daughters love the juicy tubes, and I think they're fine, but I find them to be, I don't know, kind of juvenile in the way you use them. It's got that tube with the slanted top, and you squeeze it and some comes out, and it's kind of gunky the way it comes out, and you just rub the plastic applicator on your lips, and I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of the juicy tubes. I like the product in the tube. I don't like the whole application process. So I do like this a lot more, and I do think that this is a beautiful universal shade for anyone. The next thing is the eyeshadow palette. Now Lancôme did something slightly different than what they typically do with this holiday box. Typically, they release 2 different boxes with 2 different eyeshadow palettes, and you can pick the one that you want, a day-night or a night look, or sometimes they combine it into one where there's 2 palettes, one for day, one for night, and so on. This year, they put it in one palette, and it's like this, very shiny, so I'll try not to blind you. And it's a nice component, very nicely packaged. It feels high-end, it's really luxurious. And then when you open it up, you do have a nice mirror in here, and I left the coating on it that you could pull off because I don't really use it to apply my eyeshadow and I didn't want to blind you. So this is what the palette looks like, and it has 12 shades, and it is a mix of matte shimmers and kind of more metallic-y shades, and they're really beautiful. It's for a natural, sultry look, and I look at it in like components, like this could be one palette for a nice everyday look. Then you have this here for like a more of an amethyst or mauve-y look. And then here your darker sultry shades, or you can pull in some of those deeper shades to accent these lighter shades. But there's a lot of different ways that you can use this. And the amount of eyeshadow you have in this palette is the equivalent of 3 of the Lancôme Quints. They come in 5-pan palettes, and they're beautiful. I love them. The Hypnose eyeshadow palettes are absolutely beautiful, and this is the equivalent of 3 of those combined with the weight of each eyeshadow that's included in here. So it's a good value. And then this second part pops out, and these are your facial and cheek palettes. So you've got a bronzer that is like a cool toned bronzer, and it says that it is a universal bronzer. I'm fair skinned, and this is how it looks on me. So I do have to go with a light touch. It's perfect for me, actually. If you have a darker complexion, I'm not really sure, but I will let you know that on the Lancôme website, they show a short video using this palette on 3 different women. One is very fair toned and mature. One is kind of medium toned and like in her 30s or early 40s maybe. And the last one is a young woman who looks to be in her 20s who has a really deep complexion. And they use these colors on all 3 women. So you can watch those short videos if you'd like to see how these colors might translate onto your complexion. But this is what it looks like. It is a neutral palette this year, so it's for like more of an everyday, sultry, day to night look. And I heard some people kind of complaining about that in the comments. And I think the reason that Lancôme did that with this palette is because a couple of years ago, their Christmas holiday box was very similar. The palette was, except that it was a lot of more fun colors. And it looks like this. And this is the palette. It has a lot of sparkly shades. You've got some real pops of color here. And then down here looks to be exactly the same. So they just utilized exactly the same shades for the face and complexion, but the eyeshadows in this one are more everyday neutral, and these are more like pops of color and fun. I did get this for my daughter, and she doesn't use it a lot, so she gave it to me, and I'm glad I have it because now I have like a pop of color palette, and then I have the more neutral one. I wish that they would give us a choice because some of you might not want more neutral looks, but you can really add some fun to these colors by using some of these shades in with this. This is what the highlighter looks like. It's more of a golden highlighter with like just definitely a real gold, and I think it's pretty. But I don't always want a gold highlighter, and it's a good thing that I am a makeup lover and have highlighters with all different shades in them, so I don't have to rely only on that one. And then they have 2 blush shades, and this one's a little more peachy, rosy gold, and then this one's really bright. I just touched it and you see how much color. But I do have this one on today, and I probably need to blend it out a little bit more, but I do enjoy it even on my very fair skin. Swatch some. Like this color really surprised me because it looks like a deep brown sparkly shade, but when you swatch it, It definitely is a little more taupey gray, and the sparkle is not nearly as sparkly as it looks in here. When I first saw it, I thought it's gonna be like a deep brown with like some gold glitter in it, but this is how it translates. More kind of like grayish brown, you know, and the sparkles are very, very light. So that was a bit surprising, but I like that because I can utilize that color more in my routine, and I do have some of that blended into my crease today. And then you have this really nice kind of deeper charcoal shade that's really pretty for a smoky eye. It looks black in the pan. It's definitely more of like a slate, a deep, deep slate gray. So that's a little bit surprising. It looks different, but then you do have your brown shade here. I have to find a clean finger. And it's just like your really nice universal medium to deep brown shade. And it's really pretty with this, with a little bit of that one on it or that. This is just a beautiful look together for a smoky eye. And then you can see which colors I've dipped into a lot already, of course. This shade, and it's just a really pretty lavender. And then I love these two pops of color here. Look how pretty that is for a monochromatic, like lilac look. You don't have to use them like that, but you can. And then you have your kind of matte shade. This is just like a beautiful shade for like all over my lid, over my primer, to make that nice canvas to then apply my eyeshadow on top. Find some clean fingers. And then you've got this peachy shade and the sparkly shade beneath it. And those are really pretty. Gold, really pretty rose gold here. And then these two are mattes. So you've got like your kind of peachy toned matte, and then you've got your more like vanilla toned matte. So the colors are pretty neutral colors that most women can wear, and I think it does create a really beautiful day to night look. I did use everything in here on my face today, and I used my worn off nude lipstick with a little bit of the Atelier Parisian lip gloss, and then I do have on the mascara. So yeah, it's all really beautiful. Everything that is in the beauty box, it's a great value for the money, in my opinion. Definitely worth the purchase because I will utilize all the skincare. And do I need another eyeshadow palette from Lancôme and blush facial set? Not really, but it's icing on the cake. And whenever I get ready for an event where photos are gonna be taken, or go out with my husband for an evening out, or go visiting family, I always just do a full face of Lancôme. It's always been like my go-to because I know I can trust it to perform and look really good in photos. So that's why it's like kind of a go-to for me. Now, if you are looking for some items to purchase so that you can then get the beauty box for like 90 some dollars. Like I said, it's down from 103 on the Lancôme site to like 97 something. And all you have to do is purchase any old thing. I would recommend, since it comes with a lip product, I don't know, I do love their lip products. So if I needed to replenish my favorites, I would take advantage of that. Or I would pick up one of these La Absolue Mademoiselle lip balms. They're tinted lip balms that are really, really nice. They give a lot of pigment. This one is in Shine Bright, and it looks really bright, but it's sheer and it's balmy. And I've purchased this several times. Now I've noticed that whenever I go into Ulta, they're always sold out of these. Like pickings are slim. So I don't know if Lancôme is gonna keep releasing these or what, but these are really wonderful. So this could be something you would purchase and then be able to purchase the box. If you're wanting to try the new foundation from Tint Idol, it's been released like not too long ago, and there are reviews of it all over YouTube. I can't use that one. It's too balmy and hydrating for my oily skin, but my holy grail foundation is this, and it's the Tint Idol foundation, and it is like hands down my absolute favorite foundation. It has the perfect amount of coverage, which is a medium coverage, a very, very kind of soft skin-like leaning matte finish, but it's really good for dry skin too, dry skin or oily skin like mine. I've used this, gosh, 15 years maybe. It's my go-to for, like I said, events. And I also absolutely love the stick in the Tint Idol. If you've ever just been wanting to try something, the stick foundation is amazing as well. They did just recently repackage it with a little brush on the end. So it's really handy to have in your purse for makeup touch-ups, and you don't even need to use that brush. You can just apply a little with your fingers. I feel like my blush is a little dark, so I'm just gonna kind of lighten it up. But it's a beautiful product as well. The new concealer, the Tint Idol concealer, is amazing. When this came out, YouTube kind of went crazy for it. I wonder if all those people who went crazy for this still love it as much. I do. I think it's a beautiful concealer, and it's replaced my Tarte Shape Tape because that one's a little dry for me, but this is very creamy and really good for the mature under eye area. And so those are a few products. And then for me, I just wanted to try some skincare that wasn't already included in the box. So I did get the Hydrating product that I'm enjoying, but I don't know what my final thoughts will be. I haven't used it long enough, and I think it's a great companion product to use with this, just for some really good hydration. You know, I get out of the shower, put this all over, and it immediately adds that hydration back into my skin, and then just scoop some of this and put it all over and go to bed. So I already gave you a spoiler at the beginning of this video, but I definitely think this particular box is worth every penny. I'm really happy that I have it. I'll use everything that's in the box, and I think that it's just a really great box this year. Yes, some people might be missing those pops of color in the palette, but you know, you can't win them all. It's a great everyday palette. And I am gonna give away 2 products. So if you're still here, I am gonna give away this full bottle of the Bifacil makeup remover. That is like my favorite HG makeup remover. I have so many of these, I don't need to hoard them. So I'm gonna give it away to one of you. And I am gonna give away the La Absolute Rouge lipstick in French tea. And all you have to do is like this video, leave me a comment telling me what your favorite thing in this box is and whether or not you're planning on taking advantage. If you say no, you know, who cares? I don't mind. just, you know, just let me know. And I'll know you want to be entered in the giveaway. And about 10 days after this video goes up, I will release the winner of the giveaway in the first pinned comment on my video that comes out like 10 to 12 days after this one. And it will also be in the description box with the details on how to get in contact with me. So you need to come back and look and see if you won. So yeah, I'll throw some other goodies in there too, but definitely these 2 products. And it's a good value because I think this retails for about $30 and this is $32. So if you were to buy these at the counter, it would be like $60 some. So good luck to everyone who wants to enter the giveaway. And I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. Thank you so much for spending some time with me.